Let's be real, the old school money advice, it ain't cutting it for most folks. We're told to pinch pennies, clip coupons, and live like paupers just to scrape by. This advice might have worked in simpler times, but today it feels like a never-ending struggle. The problem is, conventional wisdom often focuses on survival, not thriving. It teaches us to just get by rather than to excel and prosper. It's time for a shakeup. We need to rethink our approach to money and embrace new strategies that align with our goals and aspirations. Let's ditch the tired old rules and explore some surprisingly effective dumb money moves. Get ready to rethink everything you thought you knew about money. It's time to challenge the status quo and discover new ways to achieve financial freedom and live the life you've always dreamed of. We've all heard it. A penny saved is a penny earned. This age-old adage encourages frugality, suggesting that every dollar saved contributes to wealth. While saving is undeniably important, fixating solely on frugality can be a trap. Here's the catch. Obsessive penny pinching can lead to a scarcity mindset, blinding you to opportunities for growth and abundance. Constantly seeking the cheapest option might save you a few bucks in the short term, but it can prevent you from investing in quality products, experiences, and education that could ultimately enhance your earning potential and happiness. Remember, money is a tool. It's meant to be used strategically, not hoarded fearfully. Don't waste money on frivolous things. Sound familiar? This common financial advice often lumps experiences into the frivolous category, urging us to prioritize saving over living. But here's a radical thought. Sometimes the best investment you can make is in creating memories. Spending money on travel, concerts, or trying a new restaurant might seem frivolous on the surface. However, these experiences can enrich your life in ways that material possessions simply can't. They broaden your horizons, create lasting memories, and can even spark new passions or business ideas. Remember, life is about balance. While financial responsibility is crucial, it shouldn't come at the expense of enjoying the journey. Debt has become a financial four-letter word, often portrayed as the ultimate enemy of wealth. The mere mention of it can send shivers down the spine of anyone trying to build a secure financial future. While it's true that high-interest debt can be crippling, not all debt is created equal. There are different types of debt, and understanding the nuances can make a significant difference in your financial strategy. In fact, used strategically, debt can be a powerful tool for building wealth. It's all about knowing when and how to use it to your advantage. Think about it. Most people don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars lying around to buy a house outright. Real estate is one of the most common ways people use debt to build wealth. That's where a mortgage comes in. By borrowing money to buy a home, you're investing in an asset that typically appreciates over time. By taking on good debt, debt that's used to acquire assets that appreciate in value, you can leverage your resources and build long-term wealth. This includes not just real estate, but also investments in education, business, and other appreciating assets. Of course, this doesn't mean racking up credit card debt on frivolous purchases. It's crucial to differentiate between good debt and bad debt. The key is to be discerning about the types of debt you take on and to have a solid plan for repayment. This means understanding interest rates, repayment terms, and the potential return on investment for the debt you're considering. With careful planning and strategic use, debt can be a stepping stone to financial success rather than a stumbling block. Follow your passion and the money will follow. This well-intentioned advice sounds inspiring, but it can be misleading. While passion is important, it doesn't guarantee financial success. The truth is, sometimes the most lucrative skills aren't necessarily the ones we're most passionate about. Instead of solely chasing your passions, consider developing skills that are in high demand. Identify your strengths and explore how you can monetize them. This might involve learning new skills, taking on freelance work, or even starting a side hustle. The goal is to create multiple streams of income, which can then fuel your passions and provide financial security. Remember, financial freedom often comes from diversifying your income sources, not just following your heart. Saving money is often touted as the cornerstone of financial responsibility. While it's crucial to have an emergency fund and save for short-term goals, hoarding every penny you earn can be counterproductive. The problem is that money sitting in a savings account is losing value to inflation. To truly grow your wealth, you need to put your money to work. Investing allows your money to generate more money, compounding over time to create real wealth. Investing doesn't have to be intimidating. Start small, diversify your investments, and don't be afraid to seek professional advice. Remember, the goal is to make your money work harder for you, not just sit idle. Don't keep up with the Joneses. This classic advice warns against the dangers of comparison and overspending, which can lead to financial stress. While it's wise to avoid mindless consumerism, completely ignoring your surroundings can be detrimental. Here's the thing. Sometimes observing those around you can provide valuable insights and opportunities for growth. For example, noticing your neighbor's successful landscaping business might inspire you to pursue a similar venture or hobby. The key is to be discerning and thoughtful. Instead of blindly copying others, use their experiences as inspiration to fuel your own personal goals. Remember, it's not about keeping up. It's about strategically leveraging your resources to create a life you truly love. Budgeting is often hailed as the holy grail of personal finance. While creating a budget can be helpful for some, the rigid structure of traditional budgeting often leads to feelings of deprivation and failure. The problem is that life is unpredictable, and sticking to a strict budget can be challenging. Instead of forcing yourself into a restrictive financial straitjacket, explore alternative systems that work with your natural tendencies. Consider the 50-30-20 rule, where you allocate 50% of your income to needs, 30% to wants, and 20% to savings and debt repayment. This flexible approach allows for both financial responsibility and enjoyment. Sometimes, the most impactful financial decisions come from trusting your gut and taking calculated risks. These decisions often require a leap of faith, but they can be the turning point in one's financial journey. These unconventional moves might seem counterintuitive at first glance, but they can lead to unexpected rewards that far outweigh the initial risk. It's about seeing potential where others see uncertainty. For example, imagine taking a significant pay cut to pursue a job that aligns with your passions. This decision might seem financially irresponsible on the surface, but the long-term benefits can be profound. While it might seem like a step back, this bold move could lead to greater fulfillment, new skills, and eventually even higher earning potential. The satisfaction of doing what you love can translate into increased productivity and success. Or consider investing in a seemingly crazy idea that everyone else dismisses. These investments often carry high risk, but the potential for high returns can be life-changing. Think about the early investors in companies like Apple or Amazon. At the time, these companies were just starting out, and investing in them seemed like a gamble. Their willingness to embrace the unconventional and take a chance on groundbreaking ideas led to massive financial rewards. These investors saw the potential for innovation and growth. Remember, while it's essential to be financially responsible, sometimes the greatest opportunities lie outside of our comfort zones. Stepping out of the familiar can open doors to new and exciting financial possibilities. By exploring diverse financial strategies and being open to new ideas, you can discover paths to success that you never thought possible. The key is to balance risk with informed decision-making. Now it's your turn. Have you ever made a dumb money move that surprisingly paid off? Share your story in the comments below. Let's challenge conventional wisdom and inspire each other with our unconventional paths to financial success. Remember, the best financial advice doesn't always come from experts. Sometimes the most valuable lessons come from our own experiences and the willingness to think outside the box.